In a vibrant, sun-drenched meadow lived a wise and steady tortoise named Theo. He was content, methodically munching on clover and enjoying the pace of life, his home always securely on his back. The peace was shattered by the whirlwind arrival of Harley the hare. Zipping through the field, he blurred past Theo, kicking up dust. "Slowpoke, is that all you've got?" he bragged, striking a victory pose before Theo had even taken another step. "You know," Harley said, leaning casually against Theo's shell, "I could run a lap around this entire meadow, take a nap, and still beat you to that big oak tree." The other animals giggled, used to Harley's arrogance. Theo slowly lifted his head. "Your speed is impressive, Harley," he said in his calm, deep voice. "But consistency has its own power. I challenge you to a race to the old oak tree." The meadow erupted in laughter. Harley clutched his stomach, laughing hysterically. "A race? You and me? This will be the easiest win of my life." He agreed immediately, already planning his victory speech. All the animals gathered. A wise old owl dropped a feather to start the race. "On your mark, get set, go!" Harley shot off like a rocket, leaving a cloud of dust and a slowly plodding Theo behind. In a flash, Harley was already halfway to the finish line. He looked back, barely able to see the tiny speck that was Theo. "This is pathetic," he yelled to the cheering crickets. Boredom quickly replaced excitement. "I've got ages. I might as well take a quick nap. I'll still win easily." Yawning, he found a shady spot under a bush, and within seconds was fast asleep. Meanwhile, Theo never once looked up. He didn't see Harley vanish. He didn't hear the snores. With determined eyes fixed on the old oak tree, he placed one foot in front of the other. Slow, steady, relentless. Theo's slow but constant pace brought him right past the bush where Harley was snoring loudly. The other animals watched in silent amazement. Theo didn't gloat. He simply continued on his path. A butterfly landed on Harley's nose. He twitched, then awoke with a start. "What? Already?" He stretched and peered down the path, expecting to see Theo far behind. The tortoise was nowhere in sight. A bolt of panic shot through him. He leaped up and saw Theo, a mere few feet from the finish line. Harley put his head down and ran faster than he ever had before, his heart pounding. The animals were going wild, cheering for Theo. Harley was a blur of speed, closing the gap with every powerful leap. Theo heard the thunder of approaching paws, but did not break his stride. With one final, determined step, Theo crossed the finish line. A moment later, Harley skidded to a halt, panting and disbelieving. The tortoise had won. The animals hoisted Theo onto a stump for a victory celebration. Humbled and breathless, Harley approached. "Ow, how did you do it?" Theo smiled kindly. "You relied on your speed, but you stopped. I relied on my perseverance, and I never did." Harley nodded, finally understanding. He wasn't just beaten by a slower animal. He was beaten by a stronger will. From that day on, he carried himself with less arrogance and a new respect for the steady, determined pace of others.